Welcome to another installment of Let the Fans Speak. It has been a while since I've done this. Thank you all for sticking with me. Last one was like mid-January, so not like too long. But I have a bunch of guests lined up, so I'm really excited about this one. So this would be my first one in the month of March. I have more dates booked and more guests booked and times. So I am waiting on my guest to arrive before we begin. And let me just do this. My guest. Hello, guest. I am ready for you. When you are ready, I did invite you. My guest is here. Hello, guest. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So, your name is Johnny. You said you work in the security field, and you are a huge fan of metal. Is there anything else that you would like anybody to know about you before I begin this interview?
No, that's pretty much it.
Yeah? Okay. All right, so let's carry on. Do you have any tattoos?
No tattoos.
No tattoos. Okay, sounds good. So what state do you live in? I'm in New Jersey. Where are you?
Washington State.
Oh, nice. That's actually a state that I'd like to visit.
It's very pretty over here. Pacific Northwest is just amazing.
I hear that's one of the most scenic states
Yeah,
out of all 50.
it is.
The Evergreen State. I would love to see it. I love scenic views.
If you can get past the rain, you'll love it over at Washington.
Yeah? I hear it rains a lot though.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
That's why it's called Washington. Washington.
I like that nickname. That's a good nickname, actually. All right, so we will hop into it right away. We know your name, we know your work, we know where you are. So you mentioned one of your favorite bands is you mentioned a few to me, but what band are you really listening to at the current moment?
Right now, I just listen to whatever I'm in the mood for.
Okay, all right.
But
So
lately, it's been like Ghost and Gojira.
okay, Gojira, that's a good band. Ghost is really good live, by the way.
I've seen them live one time.
They put on one hell of a show. Um, I actually heard their song for the very first time, Square Hammer, in what they used to do on HBO, Entourage. That show,
Yeah.
Entourage.
Okay.
I used to watch that very, very religiously. I haven't in years, but yes. So, you work in the security field. Could you tell people about, can you elaborate on that a little bit more? Like, what do you do? You don't have to say the name of the company you work for. I'm just saying like a general idea of, because security is very like abroad and very wide. So just to narrow it down a little bit, what do you do for work?
So I'm actually a operations manager for security, a third-party contractor for Amazon.
Oh, okay. Cool,
So
cool. All right.
do physical security to make sure the buildings are secured.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. I like that. Is it fun?
I would consider it fun. I've done it since 2018.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's a pretty long time. Okay, cool. Very cool. Was working in the security field always your dream job, or you just decided to land it and stick with it and love it?
I just wanted to change in careers. Um, and I just stuck around. And started falling in love with the security department.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. That's very cool.
Uh,
Um.
Eventually, I want to go more into security. Let's go, Secret Service, uh, even online security.
Oh.
So like
Okay. Cool. Cool.
cyber security.
Online security, like baiting predators, or like
Cy-
specific.
Cyber security.
Okay. Oh, cybersecurity. All right. Cool. Cool. That works. Well, I hope you get there. Um. So you mentioned Gorgia and Ghost. What was your most memorable concert experience that you've had up until now?
My most
That you
memorable one.
Your most memorable one.
Uh, I've been to a lot of concerts. So uh, I would say my most memorable one was when I saw Iron Maiden last year.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Did Eddie come out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had a big fight on the stage and everything.
That must have been so cool.
It was.
What was your favorite performance from Iron Maiden? Like, what song? Um, what
Um,
what was that one song that you hoped they did live and they didn't, and it was more incredible than you could have ever imagined?
I was hoping they would have played my favorite song, Run to the Hill, and they did, and it was absolutely amazing. The When they played, they brought out the Who, not the 70s group, but the Mongolian group,
Okay. Yes.
and they opened for them, and it was my first time seeing the Who and Iron Maiden at the same time. So I think that was the best concert I've been to.
Nice. Nice. Very cool. Very awesome. I like how your most memorable concert experience was at a metal show. Um,
I do go to a lot of metal shows. I also go to some hip hop shows too. But I go more towards metal shows.
yeah, metal shows is where it's at. I've been to, oh my god, so many shows in the past. I haven't been to a show in a long time. The last show that I went to was in 2021. It was Not Fest. It was Fever 333, Code Orange, Kill Switch Engage, and Slipknot. So it's been a while.
Okay. Uh,
But
actually,
Slipknot, God.
I actually saw Slipknot like last year with Corey's son's group, Vended.
Oh, how is his group? I haven't heard any music from Vended, but I know that Griffin is a part of it.
Vended sounds like old school Corey live.
Okay, cool. So he's sticking to the family. Okay.
And you can definitely hear Crown's son is also Crown's son is also the drummer, so you can hear the influence
Oh,
in
nice.
as well.
Clown son sticking with what he knows. Um, that's really cool. I do have to say that the last time I saw Slipknot live, I cried like a baby at the end because they brought down a banner that Paul Gray and Joey Jordison,
Oh,
and in that moment, they played. I can't remember the name of the song, but they always play it at the end of their shows. It was just so sad. Like they couldn't be on stage at the time of doing it. They had to walk off, and then the curtain came down, and then the song started playing, and oh my god, it was so sad.
yeah, I
Because
can imagine.
yeah, Corey's best friend was Paul Gray.
Yeah, he
He
was.
Yeah, he got I think he got a tribute tattoo on one of the backs of his legs at I think it was Miami Ink that did it, or it was LA Ink that did it. But at the time that those shows were airing, they actually aired that episode, and like Corey Taylor just broke down while getting tattooed. I remember watching it.
Yeah, I remember seeing something like that too.
I forget what show it was. I don't remember, but yeah. Are you planning on getting any tattoos, or you don't want any tattoos, or?
Eventually, I just have to get finances straight first.
Gotcha. That's always a good answer. So if you could have your dream band lineup using 5 bands or artists, now they don't have to be metal, it doesn't all have to be metal. What artists would you choose? 5 artists to perform one night only in your hometown. Pick your 5 bands.
Pick my favorite bands.
Just 5 bands to perform. It could be your favorite bands. It could be from other genres. It could even be classical. Like if you want a symphony playing, I don't know, anything. Country, don't matter.
Okay, so am I picking the artist for the bands or the whole lineup?
The whole lineup, 5 bands.
I would put System of a Down in the list.
Okay.
I love their music, but they don't come over to Washington
Yeah, no.
at all.
Yeah.
Then I would put, well, okay, so would the group have to be alive, or
No, they could be past or present. They could be done.
I would put Nirvana in there then.
Okay.
I'm a huge Nirvana fan. Just never got to see them live,
Right.
so because of course. Let's see, I would put Sleep Token,
Okay.
because I love their music.
They're mysterious, by the way. Nobody knows who they are.
Yeah. Then I would put the Misfits.
Oh, come on. They're from my home state. I'm from Jersey, so are they.
But it has to be the original Misfits.
Like Frankenstein, Gerioni, Danzig, like that.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
Joey Image has passed away.
Well,
Yeah.
as long as
But that's okay. Misfits are still awesome.
as long as it has like Glenn Danzig.
Danzig made them.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
I would put Ozzy Osbourne.
Yes, definitely.
And Linkin Park.
All right. So, Linkin Park, I have to ask, would you want Linkin Park with Chester, or would you want Linkin Park with Emily?
Would it be bad to say a little bit of both?
No, it wouldn't be bad at all, because that band has been in the tabloid very heavily since acquiring Emily as a vocalist. I don't think she's a bad singer. I think she's got a great voice. I think over time, she'll fit into Linkin Park a little bit more.
Yeah.
But for right now, like for them to have a new singer, the wound is still healing from Chester's death. And to just reopen it so sudden with Emily singing, it turned a lot of OG Linkin Park fans off to listening to them completely. So that's my whole take. I don't think she's bad. She's got a great voice. Obviously, she can belt it out. But I think it's good. I think it's good because it shows that band is indeed diverse. And they're okay. And they have no shame with having a female singer taking over for Chester. That's just my take. Do I miss Chester? Definitely. He had one of the most iconic and legendary voices out there, and not many singers could like actually pull it off. Corey Taylor's one of them. Maynard James Keenan is another one. Chester, like I said.
Mhm.
Freddie Mercury of Queen is one who had that iconic voice. I will say Brent Smith of Shinedown because it's true. Just I mean, even in metal, Danny Filth, Curl of Filth, um, Children of Bodom. That's another one that nobody really listens to, but like it's good. Like, I think Alex, is it Alex the singer now? I don't remember.
Uh, I haven't been following much of Children of Bodom lately.
Okay, because I don't remember. I think it's Alex. I know one of them died in Children of Bodom, but I don't think it was the singer. But like I'm just saying, like a lot of bands are diverse with who they choose as singers. Um, some bands should quit while they're ahead, but they choose not to because they need to make a living, and I understand that. One band that I will always respect is AC/DC. Um, Bon Scott's death, and then Angus Young had a death in the family not too long ago. Um,
Yeah,
they're still kicking ass, though. They're still kicking ass today. So,
and that's very surprising since they're almost like 80.
yeah, I mean, look at Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones. That dude's still going on.
Yeah,
Roger Daltrey of the Who, he's still going on. A lot of old bands. Well, not like old bands, but like they started in the 60s and the 70s and 80s. They became popular. Now all those bands are coming back bigger, and I think it's great. I really do.
that's true. I feel like we should have like a revival of the old music. Nothing was as great as the old music, in
Yeah,
my opinion. Uh, Still have legendary groups out here. They're not as um with as retro as the old school groups.
yeah, yeah.
But
So I hear Black Sabbath is doing a reunion show because it's not really a tour. Obviously, they're not going to be near the United States because I think it's still overseas. But if you were to pick their set list, what songs would be on that set list?
or Black
Yes, Black Sabbath. It even could be with Dio. It could you can even choose songs from when Ronnie James Dio was singing.
uh I'm going to say NIB. That is one of my favorite Black Sabbath songs. Um I'm also going to say Paranoid and um uh sorry, I'm blanking on the name. Paranoid.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as they play ones NIB and Paranoid, I'd be okay with it.
Okay. Me, I have a bunch because my dad's favorite band was Black Sabbath, so I have a bunch. Fairies Wear Boots is one. War Pigs is one. Into the Void, Electric Funeral. Throw in Embryo because that's a good song. Although it's like 40 something seconds long, but still. Um, let me see. Even like newer, but not newer Ozzy, like Gets Me Through. That's a good song. Even like his latest album, like Patient Number 9, I constantly listen to actually that title track because Jeff Beck was an amazing guitar player.
Mhm.
Um, I'm still kind of processing his death because I just can't believe he's dead because he's just incredible.
Yeah,
But yeah, like guitar players like that. And I hear it's going to be the original lineup: Geezer Butler, Bill Ward, Ozzy Osbourne, Tony Iommi. So I don't know how they coaxed Bill Ward into doing it, because from the books that I've read, because I've read an Ozzy Osbourne book and a Tony Iommi book,
yeah.
that they actually multiple times wanted to kick Bill Ward out. So for Bill Ward to be okay with doing this tour, that's awesome. Like I'm envious of anyone that is going to that one. I'm not even kidding you. It's gonna sound incredible.
I wonder how that's going to be. With Ozzy's health not doing great.
Yeah, I know. He's got to read a teleprompter every time he does shows, but he's still, oh my god, he's still kicking ass.
Yeah.
He's another one. He's definitely another one.
I was going to go see him years ago. I think it was 2022. But then he had canceled, but rescheduled. Well, actually canceled the whole tour. He was going for his Parkinson's.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Was that when he had COVID or pneumonia and like Sharon Osbourne was really worried about him?
He had a bunch of health issues going on that year.
Yeah. I remember like Sharon took a break from what she was doing to care for Ozzy, and like she was very upset with him. Well, not with him, but like very upset with the situation, and she
Yeah.
wasn't too sure if he'd make it. But oh my God, not listen. That man bit a bat's head off, a live bat's head off, and he was
Yeah.
fine.
That's
Nothing. Yeah, nothing can get to him. No, he's fine.
well. Honestly, I think he should have stopped like years ago. But that's just my opinion. Uh, for his health concerns and stuff.
Yeah, but like, I don't know if you're a fan of the band Queen, or have you seen Bohemian Rhapsody?
I've not seen it, but I am a fan of their music. I just haven't seen the movie.
Okay. All right. So without giving it away, basically part of the movie was, I'm not going to give a whole lot away for those who didn't watch Bohemian Rhapsody, but I will say that Freddie Mercury knew that his time was very limited. So,
Yeah,
and 9 times out of 10, when you find your health is limited, you want to take it back to try to preserve your health and all this stuff. But all he did was want to make music up until the very end, and that's what he told everyone, and that's what he did.
yeah.
So, I
That,
mean,
that's
for Ozzy to keep
true.
going, it's just incredible.
That's true. I feel like Ozzy's doing the same thing as what Freddie.
Yeah, I just it's unfortunate that we have to think about these things, though. It's very unfortunate and sad that we got to think about there'll be a time without our favorite musicians, and we have to be okay with that. And I don't know how we are okay with that, because most of us handle grief differently. Like for me, the worst death I've ever experienced personally was the death of my father in 2014.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, he's the one that got me into music. His favorite band was Black Sabbath. I grew up on metal. It was just a tough time when he died. My mother's taste in music is like 70s soul, R&B, Motown, all that. So I have the best of both worlds. I could literally listen to. I have Dean Martin. I have Frank Sinatra. I have Lady Gaga. I have swing. I have country. I have metal. I have pop. I have EMD. Well, EDM, really. Sorry. Skrillex is EDM. Yeah. So I have so many different genres and songs on my phone. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I have a little bit of everything on my Spotify as well. Uh,
Yeah.
I like the EDM scene. Um, I like country, uh, rap, some rap. Uh, I'm very particular about rap. Uh, I like the 60s, uh, classic rock. I'll even say that I like Beethoven and uh, the classical composers as well.
I think that puts you in a better mood. Like if you had a stressful day and you just want to unwind, if you listen to classical, there's no headbanging involved, there's no lyrics involved. It's just literally peace and quiet with music. If
That's
you could, yeah.
I grew up on classical actually.
You
Uh,
grew up on what?
I grew up on classical.
Oh, cool, nice. Ludwig.
Don't mind the noise in the background. That's my washer acting.
No, it's fine. It's all good. You're good. Um, if you Okay, now I'm going to ask you this one. If you were to assemble a band with 5 band members, a drummer, a singer, a bass guitarist, a regular guitarist, and a lead guitarist, what would be your band? 5 members from any band, past or present, any musician, dead or alive. Pick your band.
Uh, for guitarist, I'm gonna put Jimi
Okay.
Hendrix. Uh, for the singer, I'm going to put uh Mitch Lucker.
Okay. Ooh, that's an interesting one.
Um, the drummer is going to be Jimmy Sullivan from Avenged Sevenfold.
Okay, the Rev.
Yeah, the Rev.
Okay.
Um, I'll put I don't know any bass. I don't follow much bass artists, to be honest with you.
Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay, yeah, we'll put Flea in there.
All right, there we go.
And then I'd put Dimebag.
Ah, Time Bag. Yes, Time Bag. Oh my god. I literally remember what I was doing the second that I found out that Time Bag Daryl was shot and killed. Like, I could remember it so perfectly. I was listening to the radio.
Yeah.
And the radio DJ was actually crying. Yeah, I remember that. Oh my god, Dimebag was. And then Vinny died a couple years after he did.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so many good musicians that we grew up with aren't here anymore. And it's just, it's sad. It was actually, uh, how long has it been? Maybe 2-3 years, I think, since Keith Flint of the Prodigy died. Coming up in May, we have Chris Cornell And then in June we have Chester Bennington.
Hmm.
We also lost Kurt Cobain, Lane Staley, Scott Weiland,
Yeah.
Shannon Hoon. You know who Shannon Hoon was?
No, I don't think so.
Do you know the band Blind Melon?
Blind Melon?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I grew up with them. Shannon Hoon definitely was a good one. No Rain is their hit song, but they had others. Mm. Then you got like other artists. Amy Winehouse was good. She overdosed. A lot of overdoses.
Yeah.
Overdoses and suicides. So then, like, you got the rappers I grew up with that got shot. Tupac,
Biggie.
Biggie, that's right. Notorious B.I.G. Oh my God, Biggie. Um, then DMX he was in a coma and he never came out of it, but it was because of drugs.
Yeah.
DMX was a good one. Old Dirty Bastard from Wu-Tang. ODB was another one. There's so many musicians. Coolio recently died too.
Yeah,
He
I
was a
know.
good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sad. And then we got these musicians and artists in trouble with the law. I'm not going to say what P. Diddy did because it's disgusting, but yeah. Did you hear about the woman who withdrew her statement claiming that Jay-Z and P. Diddy had fun with her?
Uh, if that happened, I they threatened her to get rid of the statement.
Yeah, it didn't happen. She just made it up. Now Jay-Z is after her for defamation of character, which he's got every right to, because that's not fair.
Yeah.
But you got that nasty rocker who did that too. Ian Watkins of Lost
Yeah.
Prophets.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was disgusting. I feel bad for the surviving members of Lost Prophets because they tried to make it without him, and they just couldn't do it. And I think it's because of what happened to him affected the band. So
Yeah.
even if that band goes in, even if the members like parted ways and went into other bands, I don't
It's
think those other bands get exactly right. There's just trouble, and it's not fair to the other members because those members didn't do what Ian Watkins did.
yeah.
But
Let's see, like a lot of um people in bands do that, and they shouldn't be doing that. Um,
yeah,
especially like in the metal scene, it's more popular.
yeah, like the whole Randy Blythe thing with him
Yeah.
getting framed. I don't think he did it. I think he was framed because from what I saw, it wasn't him who kicked him off the stage. He fell, and he fell onto the stage. And then he was, I think, kicked off, but I don't think it was an intentional one. And it wasn't Randy. I believe it was the bass player who accidentally kicked him off the stage.
I think it was actually Andy. But uh, he was just trying to make it so no one can hurt the band.
Yeah, I know. So Randy definitely took a hit for that band, did some jail time, but it actually did him really good
Yeah.
because he came out on the other side a better person. He found himself. He wrote a book. Um,
Yeah.
I have to give that man props. I remember when I saw them in 2015, they opened with Ruin. And then when I saw them in 2018, for the Slayer Final Farewell Tour, because I went to that in 2018, they
Yeah.
opened with Omerta. And those two songs are like my absolute favorite Lamb of God songs. So for them to start with Ruin and then start with Omerta, it was just an amazing time. The only band that I was looking forward to Anthrax, and I didn't think they sucked, but they could have been better.
When Lamb of God came over here with Slayer, I completely missed this. Because one of my friends said, "Oh, can you go get sports real quick?" Right as soon as I left, Lamb of God opened, so I missed the whole set.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah,
They're worth seeing. They are.
I know. I want
Uh,
to see them. I just haven't seen them since they came out again.
yeah. Well, hopefully you will soon, because I think they're touring. Because well, I think Randy right now is trying to like promote his book, and then I think he's gonna go back into touring. But my favorite album is probably Sacrament.
Sacrament. Okay.
That's a really, really good one. No one really remembers that one, and they all should because it's awesome.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's not talked about as much as like uh uh Ashes.
Ashes of the Week, yeah.
Yeah. Um, I think that one's my favorite. Uh, as well as the latest album, which was released like a few years ago.
Okay. With Visitation on it?
Huh?
Does it have the song Visitation on it?
It has Memento Mori on it.
Okay. All right. I know which one you're talking about. I got the two mixed up. Okay.
I think that was my favorite, and then Ashes was like my all-time favorite.
Yeah. We can't forget about As Palaces Burn, though, because that gave us Ruin.
Yeah, that is true.
We can't forget about that
A
one.
lot of people don't talk about as Palace's book. Uh, I think we should.
I
I
know. I
think
think we should, too. Yeah.
because if they didn't have as Palace, the Palace's book, wouldn't have Lamb of God.
Yeah. Yeah. So As Palaces Burn and Sacrament um need more people to listen to them opposed to other albums after that. Ashes of the Wake is definitely one of them. Lay to Rest is a good song. Omerta is a good song. Oh my god, just Lay to Rest is a really, really difficult song to drum to. I've
Yeah,
watched people do it, and I don't know how they do it, but they do it.
I
Um,
think my favorite Lamb of God song has to be Redneck.
ah, nice. Okay, Redneck. I think that comes off of Sacrament.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that does come off Sacrament. Yeah, Redneck is a good song. Yeah, Ruin and Omerta for me, which are two totally different albums, but it's
And
a
then also uh O B or ODH. It's a huge like acronym.
yeah.
Uh, that one's also my favorite. It's about when we got beat up by the police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that one. Do you remember their first band name? Because it wasn't Lamb of God.
Yes, I do. Uh,
What is it?
it was called like Born the Priest.
Yep, Burn the Priest. That's correct. Yep, that was their original band name.
They only changed it because they didn't want to be called a group.
Yep. That's exactly why they changed it, actually. Um, let's see, metal. I'm trying to think of let's see. Do you know Typo Negative?
Yes.
What is your take on Typo Negative? Where do they stand with you? Obviously, they're not a band. Peter Steele has been dead for a number of years, unfortunately. But if you were to place them in your music, in like your list of music that have, I don't even know how to say it. How would you categorize Typo Negative opposed to Gorgia and Ghost and Sleep Token and Lamb of God? So where would Typo Negative fit in that realm for you?
I like Type 1 Negative for the industrial metal aspects. So
Okay.
I put them with industrial list.
Okay.
But I don't listen to them much. I'll be honest.
Okay.
Uh, I I just have like 10,000 songs on my list, so I play whatever pops up. But whenever they do pop up, I don't skip them.
Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't either. I definitely wouldn't either. There are some songs that I would skip, not from Typo Negative, but just like in a general sense. I would skip over some songs. Not that they're bad. It's just you got to be in the right mood for certain songs.
Yeah.
So,
If I play the song like 10,000 times, I'm going to skip it.
right. So I'm going to ask you a question that I don't ask a lot of metalheads because this band gets a lot of hate. So I will ask you how you stand or where you stand on the band Nickelback.
Okay, so um, I don't understand why they get so much hate. Uh, I do actually enjoy their music.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I've seen them live one time.
No.
It's pretty good live. Uh, I personally don't hate Nickelback.
Okay. Yeah, I don't either. I don't know why people do. Um, I think that they're a fantastic band. I think they have an incredible lineup. Just Daniel Adair alone on drums. He's a beast behind the kit. He's an amazing drummer. Um, Chad Kroger, well, Chad is Chad. He is a very talented individual, as off as the rest of the band are. Um, I don't have a favorite song from them though, so I I'll listen to any Nickelback song. I don't hate any of them.
Yeah,
I think they're a good band. I've never seen them live. I can say I've never seen them live. So you have. That's a good thing. Um, but
I, I
go ahead.
I think a lot of their hate stems from like uh the same music being played over and over again.
Yeah. Like I, they receive a lot of hate because I think people are jumping on the bandwagon just to say that they can.
Yeah,
They shouldn't do that. They should give bands a chance. Um, most bands see what I do is when I listen to new music or like a cover song from a band, like I will take Nickelback. They did a cover song of The Devil Went Down in Georgia. by Charlie Daniels.
Yeah.
And I do this thing called active listening. So I don't know if you know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know what active listening is, I'm about to explain it so everybody knows what active listening is. Active listening is when you take a song and you like listen to it. Like, you know how like you groove to music, you bob your head, you hum the words. When you actively listen, you don't do that. You don't do any of that. Because you're listening to every part of the song, whether it's the bass or the drums or the guitar or the vocals. I listen to everything, treble, crossfades, all that stuff. Whether they use synthesizers or not, I listen for all of that. And I heard "Devil Without a Georgia" by Nickelback for the first time last year, actually. It's been out for a while, but I heard it last year, and it literally stopped me in my tracks because the way that I think his name was Dave Martones, who was the guitarist. He turned the fiddle part into a guitar solo multiple times, and it was just incredible. I was literally blown away by not only his guitaring, but Chad's voice and his vocals, the way he sang. It was amazing. It truly was an amazing cover in every sense of those words. I
I
thoroughly enjoyed that one. I have that on my playlist, actually.
I do think they did a really good cover uh, of that song.
Yeah, they definitely did. I literally, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it was Nickelback. Not because I'm a hater of Nickelback, because I'm not. It's just, it was so tastefully done. It was incredible. And not many songs give me chills, like as cover songs. A few do, and
Mhm.
that's definitely one of them. That is definitely one song that definitely gives me chills when I hear it because it's so good. Another one is Blacktop Mojo. Shout out to Matt James of Blacktop Mojo here, but a friend introduced me to a song they covered, "Dream On" by Aerosmith.
Okay.
That was a very good cover. Very good cover.
What
Um,
was the name of the
the name of the band?
Yeah,
Blacktop Mojo.
Blacktop Mojo. Okay, I'll have to check that one out.
Oh, they're awesome. They did a cover of that one. They did a cover of "Change in the House of Flies" by Deftones. That's another good one. Um, they did "In the Air Tonight" by Phil Collins, which is an incredible. You got to go on YouTube for that one
Mm,
because they're like in this. They're in Texas. I believe they're like in this like abandoned warehouse that was like a distillery or something,
okay,
and the reverb or the echoing of that place just amplified Matt James's voice so well. It was incredible. Oh my god. They love, oh my, I love Blacktop Mojo. My favorite song from them that they did themselves definitely is "Trouble on the Rise."
okay.
So if you have not heard of Blacktop Mojo, I highly recommend you check out Blacktop Mojo.
I will.
Definitely a great band, yes.
I will definitely look that up. I'm always looking for new music to find.
Oh, that's me too. Yep. That's me. So if you have a band that I've probably never heard of, and I will tell you if I've heard of them or not, I am always down for new music. I'm always down to interview people about music, their musical experiences, their concert experiences, their favorite band, favorite song. It doesn't matter. That's what I do. That is what this podcast is about. So we have about 10 minutes left. So, is there anything else that you'd want to share? Another concert experience? Have you ever met a band? Have you ever met a musician? What was that like?
I've actually met three members of Slip.
Nice.
Uh,
Nice.
uh, Sean. I met the mystery man. I forget his name. And there was somebody else in that group picture.
Okay.
And so that same day, I got an autograph from all of them, and
Oh, that's so cool.
then they they signed an autograph. I have it picture frame, and then I also got the whiskey that they signed on too. I can't show that
Oh,
picture.
oh man, that's so cool.
And like opens the I have the bottle if you want to see it. I haven't even opened it.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, definitely. I wouldn't open that either. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Slipped out whiskey. I remember when they came out with that. I remember. That was a couple of years ago. That's
Uh,
awesome.
so that's the first time I've ever seen them, and I met them that same day. I actually met any groups, any bands, besides Slipknot.
Okay. All right. All right.
Uh,
I've met a few.
uh, which bands have you met?
I've met Art of Dying. I've met a band called Byzantine.
Okay,
I met Corey Taylor of Slipknot. I've met some of the band Shinedown. I've
okay,
met I've met the guitar player of Asking Alexandria, Ben Bruce. Oh my god, he's a sweet kid. Oh my god, he's so nice. Um, who else have I met in the past? I met a band called Our Last Night.
okay.
I met some of CKY. Um, let me see. Oh my god, going back to my concert, I've gotten my hand grabbed by Lejean Witherspoon of Seven Dust.
Wow.
Yeah, I've gotten my hand grabbed by Jacoby Shaddix of Pop Roach.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, I got a nod from Maria Brink of In This Moment. I don't know if that counts, but
Yes.
um, let me see what else. I bumped into Gerard Way of My Chemical Romance, and I didn't even know who he was.
Oh,
So until I saw him on stage, yeah, that was weird. But that was fun. I used to work with Jerry Olney's sister-in-law, so I got to meet Jerry Olney. You do not bring up Glenn Danzig to Jerry Olney. That
I, I
I
know they have bad blood.
I've made that mistake, but I didn't know because I just was so excited to meet Jerry Olney, and I'm like, oh man, I wish I wish the original lineup would come back and Danzig, and he's like, not Danzig. I'm like, oh, oops,
Yeah.
I guess not, but yeah,
He
it was a
doesn't.
fun.
He doesn't like Glenn.
Well, because I could see why Jerry doesn't like Glenn.
Yeah.
Um, Glenn made the Misfits, and then Glenn destroyed the Misfits when he left. So
Yeah. That's true.
yeah, so I could see why. One Jersey boy that I want to meet that I haven't is Zach Wilde.
Okay.
Zach Wilde was born in Jackson, New Jersey, I think it is, which is like 25 minutes from me.
Okay, that's not too far.
Yeah, so. But yeah.
Uh, I think the closest I've actually been to not meeting a musician, but I don't know if this counts. When I went to go see Marilyn Manson on
Okay.
his tour that he started last year, uh, I was like literally 2 feet away from Marilyn Manson. I was inside the pit, and he looked at me and my friend that was sitting next to me
That
while we were jamming to his music. So
that is awesome.
that was really special.
That was awesome. Oh my god, that I would have screamed his name. Oh my god.
I,
Manson's another one I grew up with. Oh my god.
I was
So many good bands.
I I was so close to him. All I could have done was just reach up and could have touched him.
Yeah, that's me a couple times. One time I was at a show and a fight broke out. I was so close to the rail because that's where the fight happened.
Yeah.
Like if I wanted to, I could have grabbed that chick's hand and stopped her fist midway, but I didn't. Like that's how close I was. But that's awesome though. Oh my god. I can't. I honestly, for me, I think the only musician that I think I would cry if I actually met is Maynard James Keenan.
Mhm. I think that he would be cool to meet.
Oh my god. I would literally talk his ear off about, oh my god. The cover song Imagine he did with the Perfect Circle. Three Libras is probably my favorite A Perfect Circle song. I have to sing it every time.
Mhm.
Judith is a good one. Judith, you know what that song is about, right? Judith?
Yeah, it's about his mom.
It's about his mom. That's correct. And then his mom ended up dying a couple years ago, and I got sad for Maynard when that happened. And then his son, I think his son's name is Herbert.
That
I don't
sounds.
remember. Yeah, can't think of his son's name, but my favorite. Oh my god, I don't even know my favorite Tool song. I can't even tell you my favorite Tool song. There's just so many out there.
I'd have to say the pot. The pot is
Okay, the pop.
my favorite. Or
That's a good.
25 and it's 20 25. I think is the name of it. 25 and it has a long name.
With numbers,
Yeah, 25 and 6 or
40,
something like that.
6 and 2.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, 46 and 2. That's a good song. Yeah, there's a lot of Sober, 46 and 2, H, and that's just off Enema. And then you have Lateralis, Undertow, 10,000 Days. It's just incredible. Like Maynard James Keenan is a lyric genius.
Yeah,
The song Enema, everybody freaks out because they think it's sticking something up the butt, and it's got nothing to do with that. It's about being washed up in Hollywood. If you actually listen to the lyrics, because part of the lyrics say, "Learn to swim, see you down in Arizona Bay," and that's what it means. You're gonna get washed up in Hollywood, and that's where you're gonna end up, which is true for most actors and actresses.
yeah.
Yeah. So, we have to end this before Instagram kicks us off. So I'm gonna say goodbye. Thank you for anyone who watched. Thank you for anyone who commented, liked, shared. I appreciate it. Thank you, Johnny, for your time. I will be posting this, and I will tag you so that way you can have this video as well.
Sounds good. I would like to actually do more interviews like this in the future
Okay.
if it's available.
Sure, not a problem. We could set up another time. Sure.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. All right. Sounds good. Have a good night, Johnny. Thank you.
You too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.